All right, it looks like we're recording. So welcome to the Team Thrive Team Cup team call. I appreciate you all being here. And there's one other member, Anita Bell, and she texted me a little while ago and said she may not make it because her boyfriend was over there or something, and I don't know what, but we'll record it so that she can be involved. And she's a recent recoached. She was a coach before, and she took about a year off, and then came back on my team. So I'm really happy to have her. She's got a lot of talent that can help us all out. I think she's very visual. She does a lot of photography, and she does a lot of Facebook and Instagram stuff. So I'm hoping that she'll be able to share some of those really good things for us. But we want to talk about Team Cup because Team Cup has started. We are there, and it's kind of an exciting time. Jim wanted me to share a little bit with you about it. What is Team Cup? Have either of you ever done that before, Roseanne or
no?
Karen?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Or actually, I might have with Jim in the past, but it's been so long that I don't remember.
Yeah,
you've done it at least once, Roseanne. It has been a while, but yeah.
It's just a challenge that Beachbody puts forth, and they give little prizes. The prize this year is if you as an individual make Success Club 5 in February, you get an umbrella. And it's got Team Beachbody on it or something, which, that's kind of cool for me because it rains here a lot. But if we all as a team make at least Success Club 5, we can get some pretty cool stuff. I forget what it. Oh, we get a little. If individual makes it, you get an umbrella, and you also get a ribbon when you go to Summit, put on your badge, and that's kind of cool. If we all make it, we'll get a coach shirt, a Team Beachbody coach shirt, an exclusive workout at Summit if you're there, a photo op with the trainer. They haven't said who the trainer is, and you'll also get the little ribbon for your badge. So, there's higher things, but I've never come close to reaching a big goal. But maybe we can this year. If y'all get going, we can do a pretty good job on that. Last year, I think it was in February, I had a really good month, and I did it because I was on a team, and the team just kind of motivated me, and they helped me get to a place where I was talking to people and inviting, and I ended up with 17 points for the whole time. I ended up with 12 Success Club points, and then 5 points that I don't know how they came about. It must have been rank advancement or something. But it was my best month I've had in Beachbody. And I wanted to talk just a little bit about Success Club because that's what a lot of the rewards that you get, the visual rewards, non-monetary rewards that you get from Beachbody come as a result of Success Club. Every time you sell a challenge pack, you get 2 Success Club points. So if you sell 3 challenge packs in a month, you make Success Club 5. Actually, you make Success Club 6. If you sell 5, you make Success Club 10. And there's a pretty big difference between Success Club 5 and Success Club 10. Along with that, to get those rewards, you need to be an Emerald coach. to be an Emerald coach, you need to sponsor 2 qualifying coaches, 2 active coaches. That means they have a minimum of 50 PV in each month. Now, for me, I sponsored my wife, and then I got 1 other person. So you really, it's a binary system. So there's only 2 legs that come off of you. So if you can get your significant other and 1 other person, the significant other, my wife doesn't participate in Beachbody at all. So I just order some stuff through her to get her 50 PV per month. And then I have 2 other people on this other leg now, and only 1 of them is active. So I'm an Emerald coach. Well, if you're an Emerald coach and you make Success Club 5, one of the things that comes to you is that you get customers. People who sign up on the infomercials on the website just without a coach are offered, do you want a free Beachbody coach? And if they say yes, you go into a system and they award you customers. I've probably only got, over time, I've gotten 20 or so. But a couple of those customers are actually really good customers. And I didn't have to do anything to get it. If you get Success Club 10, you not only get that customer, but you get the commission from that first customer sale, which means $30 or $40 for doing absolutely nothing with that customer. And then that person is a customer for life. So it's really valuable. And once you get to that Emerald point, you can gain those free customers. And I've talked to a lot of coaches successful coaches who said that some of their best customers and some of their best coaches that they've sponsored have come from that customer program that Beachbody just hands you. And I don't know how many you've gotten over the years, Jim, but
I think over the years I've got 500, give or take.
He's a lot older than I am.
The caveat of that is that a good percentage of those people are like one-time customers. They get excited, they see the infomercial, they get excited, and they're going to do P90X, and they buy it. And then some of them never even open the package. I'm convinced.
Yeah.
I always, when I get a new customer, I always reach out to them. I tell them I'm your coach, and let me know if I can help you. And some of them will write back and say, yeah, I need help, and they become great customers. Like Steve says, I have quite a few people who've been buying Shakeology from me every month for years now, and I've never talked to them. I've emailed them a few times, but that was just those people fell into my lap from Beachbody. And, so it can be a pretty good thing to have. Anytime somebody just gives you a customer, then there's great potential there for building a relationship, and maybe at some point that person will consider becoming a coach as well.
Well, the thing about that is that one of my best coach prospects right now is a customer that was given to me through that program. And it probably took me 4 or 5 contacts after I got her information. I sent an email, nothing, email, nothing, email, nothing, email, nothing. And then all of a sudden, I sent her an invitation each time to join the challenge group. All of a sudden, she says, that sounds like fun. And she did it, and she's been a great customer. And right now she's in a nurse, anesthetist, whatever that word is, program at Duke University, and she'll be out of that in a few months. She may be interested in doing a real, becoming a coach. And she's basically, what she's doing now is being a coach. She just isn't getting paid for it. But you never know what'll happen. It's something that you get these customers and you keep following up with them and keep inviting them, and then all of a sudden they show up and they may be your best you've ever had. So I just wanted to share that a little bit with you. And I wanted to make sure you understood this concept of Emerald Coach. Another thing that you get as an Emerald Coach, another way to make money, is you get something called a team cycle bonus. I don't know if y'all are aware of that. You have 2 legs, and if this leg has a total PV, personal volume, of 100, and this leg has a total PV of 200, you've completed a team cycle, and that means you get $14. So as you build your business and as the people below you build the business, you can get cycles. I think as an Emerald, you can get as much as $2,000 a month through Team Cycle now. That means you built a big organization. But it's just another way that you make money. And the thing that I'm beginning to learn after a little over almost 2.5 years in this business, is that I can help 10 or 15 or 20 or maybe 30 people personally. If my goal and my why is to help more and more people become fit and healthy, if that's my goal, I can't do it by myself. I've got to find other people who will come and work with me, just like I'm working, y'all are working with Jim. Where if we all do 20 or 30 people, all of a sudden we're helping a lot of people. And if we sponsor 3 people a year for the next 10 years, there's no telling how many people that we can touch and make a difference. And if you do that, you're going to make a lot of money. So the Team Cycle bonus is something that's available, but you have to be an Emerald, minimum of an Emerald, to participate in that. They want you to remember that you got to get these 2 legs filled with active coaches. Now, I've gone Emerald Coach, because this coach over here was not an active coach. I kept my wife active, but I couldn't keep this other person active. So you need to build a few personally sponsored coaches below you that can help you. Now, Jim, you might want to say something about the placement of coaches from your upline, because you place Karen in mine down.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I get the value of your personal volume, Karen, in this leg over here.
Good.
All this information is in Coach University, and I know that both of you have at least started that process. I don't know how far you've gotten in that process. When it comes to the financial benefit of your business, this whole concept of team volume is really where the big income earners get most of their money. And to me, the beauty of it is, if you work for a company and they pay you by the hour, then you can predict exactly how much money you make every week, because you take your hourly salary times the number of hours you work. With a binary network marketing system, you are making money from other people's effort. Every single person below you in the organization contributes to your Team Cycle bonus. So the more people, obviously the more people underneath you, the bigger your Team Cycle bonus is. There are caps on that income according to your rank. I was talking to Steve earlier today about how clever the business model is to give you incentive to increase your rank, to work your way up in the organization, and they reward you for that monetarily, because the higher in rank you go, the higher your team volume or your team cycle is. As an Emerald coach, it's $14 for every 300 points, 200 on one leg, 100 on the other leg. When you get to Ruby, that goes up to, I think it's $16 or $18 per team cycle. When you get to Diamond, that goes up again. And once you start climbing the ranks of Star Diamond, then you not only get team cycle bonuses, you also get other bonuses. So they're really sharing the wealth with you. That's the whole network marketing business model is, rather than spend money advertising our product, we rely on word of mouth through our representatives. And we reward those representatives for their efforts. So it really gets down to what your dedication is and how much time you put into it, and the skill that you bring to it as well. How much money you can make.
That's the disclaimer that Jim just gave you. That
well, yeah, I mean,
not
it's
everybody
true.
makes a ton of money, but you do.
There's great potential there for anybody who wants to put in the effort. So I think it's a great career for retired people. Roseanne's the young one here. She's but Karen's about to retire, and I tell people that I know that are in our age group that are getting close to retirement age, it's something you can do from anywhere. As long as you have internet access, you can travel. You can sit in your RV at the beach on your phone and be doing your business. It's a business that is helpful because, people in retirement age are more concerned about their health, and we have solutions and supplements and programs that are going to help them with their health. They're going to feel better if they're exercising and eating right. To me, it's just like it's a win-win for everybody. So, I think it's a great retirement career, and again, you can scale it. You can make as much money as you're willing to put in the effort to make. So, anyway, what else should I say about that?
It's a crock pot business. It isn't a microwave business. It takes a while for you to get traction. Most people who I've seen that are beginning to do well, it's at least 3 years. I'm at 2.4 years or so. And I just hope that this will be my year, that things will start happening, that people will come along and not just be customers, but be coaches who will help other people. And that's how the business grows. That's how the business becomes successful financially and rewarding, because we reach more people. So that's my...
And I would say there are ups and downs. I just got my 1099 from Beachbody the other day, and I was way down this year. I was like less than half of what I've made in other years. So for me, the reason I initially got into it was for me to stay fit, because it gives me the accountability. When you're a coach, if you're selling yourself as a coach, people look at you and look up to you as an example. And I thought, okay, that kind of accountability is going to keep me from gaining back the 65 pounds that I lost 7 years ago. So that was kind of my number one priority. And as long as I'm doing that, then I'm happy. I'm making more than enough to pay for all my Shakeology, pay for all that stuff. So the business doesn't cost me anything. But there are ups and downs in it. A couple of years ago, when I was having some really big years, I've made tens of thousands of dollars in this business. So I'm happy with that. And I know I'm healthier than I would be otherwise. So, that I keep that as my number one priority, my number one reason for continuing, even in a down year. But don't let that down year discourage me. I'm just going to keep pressing on. So, should I move into our challenge groups?
Let's move into the scheduling.
Okay. What we would like to do as part of our Team Cup effort here is a way to kind of get everybody in gear and hopefully making Success Club this month. I want to start a Clean Week group on, let's see, what am I saying?
12th.
The 12th, yeah. I have June 12th. I don't know why I wrote down June 12th. I meant February 12th. That's why I was confused here. Clean Week is a program that Beachbody started, well, they announced it at Summit last summer. A lot of coaches have done in the past these free eating groups on Facebook. So Beachbody kind of got everyone's idea of that and put it together into a program. And they have a Clean Week kit that people can buy. It's $29.95, so it's not generally not a price objection. And that kit comes with a week's worth of Shakeology samples and also free access to the Clean Week workouts, which I know Karen has accessed that.
Yep,
I don't
I
know.
have.
I don't know, Roseanne, if you've seen those or not, but you're muted. We can't hear you. But the idea was for Beachbody to come up with a program that would just sort of streamline that process by which you could invite people to either a low cost or no cost workout and eating group. And the hope is if people do it for a week, if they really stick with the program for a week, then they'll start seeing results and they'll be motivated to carry on. Either repeat that and eventually move into an actual challenge pack or get a Beachbody On Demand subscription. So I don't know how many I've done. I've done quite a few at this point, and I've always required people to buy the Clean Week kit. I'm going to try one this time starting on the 12th that doesn't require that and just see how it goes. I'm just going to offer it to people. The advantage is they have to sign up as your customer. So if they ever buy a Beachbody product, you will get credit for it. So have you guys looked at the Share a Cart feature in your new back office? Karen and
No, I
Roseanne?
have not.
Okay.
No, I haven't.
That's a really cool feature. It's under the Grow Your Business section of your new website. It's called Share a Cart. And basically what that does is you enter the person's email address and you put in, got some feedback. And you put in what the product that they want to purchase, whether it's a Clean Week kit, or even if they don't want to buy anything at all, they just want to enroll with a free Beachbody account. And the website automatically then sends them an email with all the information they need to fill out to get signed up, either with a free account or purchasing a product. I used it a couple of days ago. I had a customer who wanted the Beachbody On Demand, and it kind of had a little snafu with it. It didn't work the first time I sent it out, but I clicked resend on it yesterday or day before, and it works like a champ when it works. You just have to kind of pay attention to it, make sure that there's no problems with it. But what I would like for everyone to do is commit to inviting a week, or one person a day, or two people a day, or three people a day. I shoot for sending out 3 to 5 invitations a day to challenge groups. And the reason for that is I've had times when I've invited 50 people and gotten nobody. Sometimes I've invited 10 people and gotten 3 or 4. So it just kind of depends on where people are. I think this is not a bad time of year, because especially like February, I always kind of feel like January resolutions don't start until after the Super Bowl, because people were chowing down yesterday. So I'm sending out an email tomorrow to all of my customers saying, okay, Super Bowl's over. You really have no excuse to put it off anymore. So I'm going to announce these challenge groups and the Clean Week group and see who I can get. I will also send out personal invitations to individuals I know on Facebook. And I'll do like 3 to 5 of those every single day. And some of those people I've been bugging literally for years. Karen's an example of that. I don't know,
Yep.
you know, every couple of months I'd send her an invite, just like, hey, just letting you know we're doing another one. And she finally surrendered, I guess. And I think the thing is that you're really not bugging people. If you're really bugging them, they're going to tell you. I've had only one or two people have told me, you know what, stop sending me these invitations. Everybody else, even the ones who've turned me down time after time after time, I always include, well, shall I let you know next time? And they always say, yes, please, please keep me on your list. So I don't know what the psychology is. I look at my own self if I see an advertisement or I hear about something. There's plenty of times when I look at something and go, yeah, that's cool. I want that. And then life gets started up and you forget about it and you put it off and you just don't do it. And it's not because I didn't want to do it. It's just because other things distracted me. So don't feel like you're bugging people. A trick is just to keep the conversation open. If somebody says, no, I'm not going to do it this month for whatever reason, say, okay, no problem. I understand. Would you like me to let you know when the next one starts? And I think 99 times out of 100, they're going to say, yes, let me know again. So if you guys could all commit just to inviting 1 or 2 or 3 people a day, and we'll see where we are next Monday. If they buy a kit, that's terrific because they get to try Shakeology, and that's always a good thing because a lot of people, when they try it, they're kind of surprised at how good it tastes, and they'll continue. And if they really don't want to spend the $30 for that, then just say, hey, just sign up, and we'll give you free access to a complete workout program that's been designed for beginners in the Clean Week workouts. So if you guys can do that, and we'll kind of touch base through the week and see what kind of a group we can get started. I've got at least one person I know is going to start on Monday.
Are they going to start on Monday, or is that going to be like your 0 week?
That's going to be a 0 week, yeah.
That'll give people time to order the packet and get it in.
Right. That's always the challenge with these challenge groups is that people go, yeah, I want to do it. And then they wait till the very last second to order it. And then by the time you're ready to start, they're still waiting on their program or their Shakeology or whatever. So what I've been doing is doing a 2-week clean week. And the first week is a pre-week. And we just, give eating tips and some recipes and some health tips and give everybody a chance to order the product. And then the second actual week is when we actually start doing the workouts and posting sweaty selfies and all that good stuff. And you've all used the challenge tracker on your phone, to keep up. So I think you all kind of know the way that drill works. So we'll see how it goes. We may end up with just us. Who knows? But
Roseanne, are you currently doing a program? Hello?
She's frozen. I wonder if she dropped off.
Locked up. She bumped off earlier, I wonder.
Yeah.
How about you, Kelly? Are you currently doing a program, or are you still doing
I'm not really doing a program now other than the yoga stuff over and over and over and over and over. So I'm really not doing a program right now.
Boy, there's a lot of yoga material, so that's good.
I think Roseanne just is back.
Roseanne, I asked a question. Are you currently doing a program? Are you a fitness program?
Bruce, Shanti.
There you go.
Oh. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I have really bad Wi-Fi internet connection at my house, so sometimes it cuts out.
Yeah.
I do too.
I was doing size, and then I recently wanted to.
Uh-oh.
Well, this makes me feel
Are-
better about my horribles. Wow.
doing the but we've had some changes at the house recently, so it kind of got me off track. We were helping another family out, so it's been kind of a wild, crazy time over here. So it kind of got off track. So I'm trying. We actually the last 2 weeks, everybody because everybody helps out cook. We've all been trying to do healthier options.
Oh, good.
And tonight, someone made chili with ground turkey instead of ground beef. So it was kind of nice because someone put an effort into making that healthier choice. So we've been trying to get that going, and I do want to get back into something.
That's awesome.
Well, if we all jump into this clean week, then we can all at least do those programs or another one if you're doing another one. It doesn't really matter which one you're doing. So.
Yeah, I liked the clean week when we did that last time, and I think it does help get people motivated to get back on something. So
Yeah.
I think that's important. I find that when I'm off a program, I just kind of drift, and sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, and so I like that. I told Karen earlier, tomorrow night is our Team Genesis Network call at 6:15 Pacific time, and I recommend it. It's meant a whole lot to me because there's a big support group and it's positive, and there's supposed to be a special guest tomorrow night. Jim, do you know who that is?
I haven't heard. Milan hasn't really said.
Next week is Megan Davis, who is the Clean Week lady. She'll be on the call, and I met her at the Super Saturday in Louisville last month, and she's just an amazing young lady. She's got a great story. I think it'll be a wonderful call. So I recommend that y'all. You are already members of Team Genesis Network. I think you should get the request for the call. So if you have any trouble, contact Jim or me, and we'll get you connected. But it's a big part of my life. And another thing is we want to try to schedule for February. Is Monday night okay with you guys to have this call? Could we have this call every Monday night for February?
yeah, I can do Mondays.
Yeah, generally speaking, that's good.
Okay. Well, I'll just schedule this every Monday night for February, and then we'll see what happens after that. We're all still part of Team Thrive, so we may need to meet periodically through this method. I love Zoom, and it works well most of the time. Sometimes I have really horrible internet connection because I live on a hill out in the country in Kentucky, and it takes TV 2 or 3 days to get here. So sometimes you never know. It's funny, when I lived in Alaska, we got TV shows a week later. So when the World Series was on, we already knew who won when it came on television. So, but that's sort of what it's like. All right, Jim, you got anything else?
Yeah. Do you guys have any questions? I mean, we've talked about a lot, but
No, not really. I'm just glad to hear that it does take some time to kind of get things moving, because that's been kind of discouraging. Everyone goes, "Oh, look how great you look," and then I say, "So how about you do?" Yeah, no.
But
I have a hard time with that as well. People turning down. So it's like, like they said, it's, you could invite 500 people and maybe not one person bite, but then you try it again and you get those nibbles here and there. Eventually, I think we'll build it up. So I'm kind of the same boat you're at, but I've got faith, and I think that it'll get better with time and get easier as well.
People are watching to see if this is really what you're going to do, because all of us go through diet cycles. We've done this forever and ever and ever. And if you're consistent, and if you keep talking about how healthy you feel and how fit you're becoming, it's gonna change their minds. They want that. They're just afraid of it, and you've got to show them that it lasts. Jim was the one that got me to thinking about this, because he had lost that 65 pounds and kept it off for 5 or 6 years when I met him. So when I got back with him, so that's impressive to me. I've lost 70 pounds and I've kept 65 of them off for 2 years now. So it just takes time. And one of the things that I'm running into now is when I meet new people, they didn't know me when I was fat. But they see that I'm 70 years old almost, and I have energy, and I'm positive, and I love life, and most people my age are.
Yeah.
So we want to not just be food Nazis or fitness crazy people. We want a whole life. We want to attract people who are like us, who care about people. We care about helping people, and we care about taking care of our family and making our community as healthy as we possibly can.
Well said.
I'm a preacher.
I'll tag on that story. I think in about the past 4 months, I've had 3 people, three contemporaries, people my age, who've passed away.
Yeah.
And I can't say for sure because I'm not their doctor, but I think obesity played a pretty big role in that.
Right.
Frankly, I went to a memorial service just this last Saturday for somebody we've known. Our kids went to school together, so we've known them probably since kindergarten. And I felt bad because this gal won't meet her grandchildren, won't see her son get married, and her kids miss out on having that grandmother and that mother at a wedding. And that's, if you're looking for a why, I think that's a good one for people well, except for Roseanne, but for people in our age group.
Right.
Well, and you too, Roseanne. I mean,
Yeah, I'm up there in age.
Nobody's getting younger, right?
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
So, we offer something that is truly of value to people, I think. And it's something that I am not ashamed of offering to people and saying, you need to check this out because this is a good thing. And they don't always say yes. I know the Monday morning national wake up call, and usually when people who go on those national calls or different calls, they're the big successful, gung ho. I hate these people who say, "Yeah, I joined up last week and now I'm a 10-star diamond." And I've often mentioned, it's like, why don't you put somebody on there who's struggling a little bit, because they'll relate to the rest of us a lot better. But being consistent, and like Steve says, just show people this is your lifestyle. This is what you're doing. Be consistent about it and chip away at it. And just like a workout, you don't start the first day doing 50 pull-ups and 100 push-ups. You do what you can that first day, and you do it again the next day and the next day and the next day. And as long as you're consistent at doing something, then success will pay off eventually. So
a year and a half ago, I couldn't do 5 push-ups, and I did 15,000 push-ups last year.
Woohoo.
I did 110 today.
Yeah.
Wow.
Steve and I we got a challenge going on. We're both going to do 18,250 push-ups minimum this year, right?
That's right.
Wow.
Oh,
So
boy.
that's 50 a day.
50 a day. And we're both right on track here all the way into February. We haven't given up yet.
But
Good for you
if we
guys.
tie, I'll win because I'm old. Just got gray hair, but I've got all these wrinkles. Another thing I wanted to just mention to you, because you mentioned that you didn't feel comfortable with all the no's. Don't feel bad about asking people to buy a challenge pack. You bought one,
Yeah, I did.
and look what it did for you. Look how it's changed your mindset, how it's changed your eating habits, and how it's changed your fitness. You don't get something for nothing.
Right.
There are very
True.
few things in life that you can get for free that have any value. This has value, and you're helping people. So don't feel badly about asking them to pony up $160, or this month they're on sale for $150.
Yeah.
Don't feel badly about that at all, because you did it, and look what
Yep.
it's done for you. And you can that's just part of you're not a sales pitch. That's just part of your story. That's part of who you are now.
Right.
How you're different from when you were doing the cabbage soup diet. Did anybody do the cabbage soup diet?
Yes, I do remember.
Or Slim
that was
Fast,
awful.
or Weight Watchers, or any of those things. They work for a little while, but we're not in this for a little while. I'm in it until they put me in the ground. So I want to, I don't mind at all asking people to buy a challenge pack. I do not mind at all. And I'm not a salesman. I never push anybody. I never solicit them just for their money. I'm in this to help people get healthy, like I have gotten healthy, and I have Jim to thank for that.
Me too.
Definitely me.
So,
Well, anything else? No
I'm
more
good.
questions? If
Well,
you have a question or something comes up, just let us know. We're here to help.
Okay.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
thank
And
y'all
like-
for coming.
Well, I was going to say one more little plug for the call tomorrow night. Especially you ladies. Milan Jensen is an incredible woman, and a big part of her motivation is empowering women in business. And I think she's an incredible communicator, and she's just a fantastic individual. So it'd be great if you could tune into her mentorship, and someday you'll meet her in person. And she's just a good person to know. So take advantage of that. There's a lot of good resources there.
All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you for being
Good
here.
night.
Thank you.
Good night.
Talk to
Thank
you later.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.